The College Football Hall of Fame announced its newest class Thursday near Dallas. Among them, Tony Baselli, Dre Bly, and Joe Hamilton, who was just one of two quarterbacks who made the list this year. Willie Roaf, already in Canton, is now a College Football Hall of Famer as well. Also among the class of 16 inductees, Sterling Sharp, Wesley Walls, and the only running back in the group, LaDainian Tomlinson. Longtime Oregon coach Mike Bellotti, one of the two coaches to be honored this year. Ray Crawford here with managing editor Pete Fiutak.
My list is better.
And
my list is better.
Some omissions, and let's get to some of those. How is Ricky Williams not in this group?
He likes to smoke funny things, and that's the thing about the College Football Hall of Fame. It does not like off-the-field problems. It's a big deal with them in the criteria that they count things like Ricky Williams' alternative lifestyle. They count things like, admitted steroid abuse from Brian Bosworth, or maybe some other issues. But here's the thing, Ricky Williams deserves to be in. You're talking about one of the greatest players of all time. He left college as the all-time leading rusher in a sport that's been dominated by running backs. How can you not have him in the Hall of Fame? He'll get in at some point. He just has to.
Phenomenal career in Austin. How about some other big misses?
Brian Bosworth is on the top of my list. Here's a guy who, forget all the weird stuff that he did, forget all the off-the-field side of things. He was one of the greatest college football players of all time. And yes, the admitted steroid abuse is a problem, and that's probably why he's never going to get in. But that's like handing out speeding tickets at the Indianapolis 500 if you're talking about 1980s defensive players. He was a peerless tackler. 22 tackles in that legendary game against Miami. He was one of Oklahoma's greatest players of all time. And the other guy on my list, Eric Dickerson. He was a terror in the Pony Express along with Craig James. He's obviously a great pro player, just as good in college. He would have gone off the charts if he didn't have to split time, but as is, arguably one of the greatest running backs in the history of the Southwest Conference, he absolutely belongs in. So did Rocket Ismail, so did Lorenzo White. So Derek Thomas is the only guy on my list who I voted for who actually got into the Hall of Fame.
And the wait could be longer for some of those guys.
For forever. Lawrence Taylor's never going to get in. Bosworth's never going to get in. That's a problem with the College Football Hall of Fame.
All right, how about the most deserving, the biggest surprise? And we'll look at Pete Fiutak's ballot for the College Hall of Fame on the other video here on CampusInsiders.com.
No John Sciarra on my ballot. No.
Not at all.